Red Dead Online is going to be coming up soon, so if you need help gearing up for that or any of the other games that have just released, check out G2A with the link in the description and use cashback code BOSS if you want to save a little bit extra as well. Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Red Dead Redemption 2 video, we're going to be taking a look at some secret cutscenes you might not have known about. So, as I'm sure you guys are aware, you can go to jail in Red Dead Redemption 2. And depending on the city you're in and depending on the amount of your bounty or the crime you've committed, you might actually get broken out of jail by one of your gang members. And like I said, depending on the city, it will be different in terms of the way they break you out and different in terms of what gang member actually shows up. So I think this is pretty cool, and it's something that I don't think a lot of people knew about or have experienced all of them. So that's what we're going to be going over in this video today. And it actually begins with Dutch breaking out Arthur from the Valentine jail.
Gentlemen, I bring libation. You have been a very silly young man, Tacitus. When your uncle hears about this, there will be healthy pay in Newport.
I'm real sorry, cousin. I must moderate my approach to wine.
Oh, you must. Good day, gentlemen.
My God, wouldn't it have been easier just to shoot them?
Come on, we should split up. Get out of here.
So that encounter right there was pretty funny. I don't know how Dutch did it, but he clearly has a way with words. Apparently they were cousins. Arthur had too much to drink, and that was pretty easy. They were able to get out of there scotch-free, and now he no longer has a bounty on his head and is no longer wanted. So that right there, obviously really funny how Dutch broke us out of jail. Also, if you are in Rhodes, Dutch will break you out of jail as well. This time, it's a little bit more explosive. Take a look at this.
They'll probably hang you, buddy.
You coming, buddy?
What kept you?
Thought we were gonna get to see you swing.
Son.
So you guys might have actually remembered that from one of the trailers that Rockstar put out from Red Dead Redemption 2. That's cool because it was sort of like an optional thing that you could go the whole game without seeing, but that's pretty unique. And during this cutscene, or during this secret jailbreak, you actually do get wanted, but as long as you just go away, it'll be an unknown suspect and they won't know it's you. So you'll be able to get out no problem. Our next instance has Hosea Matthews rescuing us from Ansburg.
Hello, fellas.
Let's go. Thanks, Hosea.
Of course.
How'd you find me?
When you didn't show up in camp, I put 2 and 2 together. Now, get out of here, quick.
So we don't really get a whole lot of details on what happens here. Apparently Hosea bribed the sheriff's office with drinks, or maybe he got them drunk enough to the point where they could just slip out. I mean, we know Hosea is a master con artist, but I don't really know what ultimately happened here. Either way, that was kind of interesting. Hosea will also break us out of the Saint Denis jail too.
Hello, fellas.
I owe you one.
You do the same?
How'd you find me?
Ain't too many fellers in this town fitting your description. Now go before someone sees you.
So again, same thing there. He walks in the front door with a couple of bottles of drinks, and then we walk out. So I'm really not too sure ultimately what went on in there, but Hosea was able to get us out, which was kind of cool. Now, our final instance as Arthur, before we actually move on to John, involves John and Charles breaking us out of Strawberry.
Ah! Here.
So this instance was pretty cool, and they went in, I mean, guns a-blazing, and again, just like when Dutch broke us out of jail at Rhodes, you do get wanted, but as long as you leave the area, you'll be an unknown suspect, so you will not get another bounty. Like, the game won't punish you if your crew members or gang members decide to, like, you know, go and rob a place to get you out. So I do kind of like that, and this one is pretty unique. That one, of course, takes place in Strawberry. It's the same place in which you got Micah out of jail pretty early on in the game. Now, moving on, there's 3 instances as John in which you can actually get broken out of jail as well. The first actually takes place in Blackwater, where Abigail comes to save you.
Where is he? You useless piece of crap, Jim Milton. I've had it with you. I've had it with you. Deputy, can we just cut to the chase and hang this sick bastard ourselves right now? Can we?
Ma'am,
Can we
I ain't
please?
quite sure that's the legal process. Okay?
In that case, forgive me. You're a degenerate. A failure. Getting mighty sick of this.
I love you too, darling.
Get lost. Just for a bit, but go on. Get lost.
So you can see there that Abigail is clearly pissed, but she was able to get John out by beating that poor deputy over the head. That was a pretty funny encounter, and she was obviously furious with John, so I thought that was pretty cool. Also, in Saint Denis, if John gets arrested, he's going to try and bribe his way out with some money.
Hey, buddy. Got a gift for you. Come on over here. Over here.
Go on, get.
So that's a pretty sloppy jail cell right there. The fact that, you know, anyone can just bring in money or bring in weapons or whatever the case is doesn't really seem safe, but it's Saint Denis. I don't know if they care, or I don't know if the rules were different back then, but he literally just bribed his way out of jail, which I thought was pretty funny. And our final encounter today is John in Strawberry, where he literally just steals the keys for himself. So if that's not the sloppiest guard work of all time, well, I don't know what is. I mean, the guy literally fell asleep with the keys like 3 feet from John in jail. Like, you see that in silly movies, but you also see it here in Red Dead Redemption 2. So those are some secret cutscenes that you might not have known about in RDR2, how the gang will actually have to break you out of jail. Now, I don't know the specific amounts. I think it has to be a pretty high bounty. Because if you were to just go to the sheriff's station, antagonize them, and surrender, you know, your bounty wouldn't be high enough to warrant a jailbreak. So I do think it has to be significantly high, and it is going to be different and dependent on the city. So for example, it wouldn't make sense in every city to get, busted out with a stick of dynamite. So that's why they only occur in specific cities and with, specific areas. So I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Have you ever experienced any one of these jailbreaks in your gameplay? And did you learn something new, maybe a jailbreak that you didn't know about or have never seen before in this video today? Let me know your thoughts, opinions, and more in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily Red Dead Redemption 2 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next video.